All right. Hi, everybody. Welcome back. Today is day 27. I am Laura Ashley Abraham.
I'm Connie Smock.
And together we are the Michigan Medium Angels, and we are bringing you Connie and Laura's good news. So thank you, everybody, for being patient because we haven't been able to video for a couple of days. We both had things going on. I wasn't feeling good. Connie had stuff going on. So I don't know how much you want to share about that, but we wanted to just get you guys kind of caught back up on what had been happening, and just letting you know we're going to continue to be videoing. We're going to keep videoing, but there may be periods of time where we might have to take breaks. And we were able to post some of our other stuff from our abundance course, so that it worked out great too. So you guys got some bonus videos in the process. Go ahead, Tink. So what's been going on with you? How is everything?
Well, two things. Cassidy again with her ear. Yes, now it went into the other ear. So she's been on tons of antibiotics. She's done shots. She was on the drops. She's been on an antifungal. She still is on medication, but that we've been going back and forth with that, which I'm a little irritated with the doctor because basically almost $1,000 later for an infected eardrum. And I think they may have given the wrong drops because every time she was doing the drops, it was getting worse. So we have a friend of the family who I talked to yesterday that said, no, she needs to be on these drops and the other ones will make it worse. So yeah, so here I am now. We're still trying to figure this out, but and get through it. And thank God. But my other neighbor who works for an ear specialist was able to pull some strings, and I can get her into an ear specialist too, just to make sure everything's okay. So yes.
So are the drops helping? Are they?
Well, here's the funny thing. We just got those yesterday, and I haven't put them in yet because she started doing better, and she's really afraid of it making it worse for whatever reason. So, and she said she was feeling a lot better today. So I'm a little hesitant to put them in right now.
Right.
But so we'll see. We'll see how that goes.
Okay.
And then on top of that, so we talked about in another video how I have some vermins or something going on in the attic. So we had it checked out, and it appears I do have bats in my chimney. Yes, and in the walls.
That actually sounds a little disturbing. Bats in the chimney.
I know. I know. Better than bats in the belfry, but yes. So the bats, but everything is a sign. You have, I always look at everything. It's endings and new beginnings, but usually with bat energy, it's complete turnaround, like a complete change and transformation. It's literally like reminds me of Kali, the goddess Kali, endings and new beginnings. And also black is the color for protection. So they're also very protective. But you have to, so here's the funny thing. Not only were there bats, but there were also mice. Okay. And apparently at one point there was a big, huge raccoon too, because there was some evidence of that. So, I literally have had, I think it's because I do so much Reiki and energy work in the house that literally it's a sonar that goes out to all the animals, because I've had snakes in my foundation, lots of frog, which I love frogs, so that's not like it's a big deal. I've had to have, I don't like exterminators, but I had to get them because I had carpenter ants all in the house. We were getting so bad, they were in the beds. They were getting in beds. Then now I have the small ants.
I remember them crawling up the wall. I remember yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah. I've had the ones, this is actually a funny story.
And so, I just want to say too, seriously, you are a clean freak. So
yeah.
Clean. Okay, she's not messy, she's not dirty. Seriously, you're truly. Yeah, I just want to make that very clear.
Thank you, honey. Yes, it's not that I hoard, a bunch of stuff around the house, or actually I've been cleaning out more and more and more. Mm-hmm. So one time I had gone to with Kathy before. We had gone to Tennessee. I think it was Tennessee, and we were staying in a hotel room. I hear her screaming in another room. This was a few years ago. So it was actually longer than that. But so come to find out there was a cockroach in our hotel room. And I named him Cocky because I caught him in a cup. I didn't even, because she was wanting me to kill it and I wouldn't kill it. So I caught him in a cup and they had management come get him and we switched rooms. But a couple of days after I had come back, I had seen what I thought was a cockroach. And I freaked out in the house thinking I had cockroach. I'm like, oh, I must have, and I tried to catch it, couldn't, and it went down into the drain, into my sink in my bathroom. A couple days later, I see another one. A couple days later, I see another one. So I'm freaking out thinking that I have a cockroach infestation. Okay. So I call exterminators and I have one coming out, and I literally called them beforehand and said, you guys don't show up with like the big cockroach van, do you? Because my neighbors, want my neighbors to see that. So he's like, yeah, we kind of do. I was like, okay, can you not like park down the street or something? I don't know what, but I don't want you pulling up in my driveway with the big cockroach van. So anyway, he ended up the day of, the guy called me, he says, what do they look like? And he said, do you live by woods? I said, yeah, I back up to, acres because I'm back up to Independence Oaks. So apparently there's a Pennsylvania beetle that it's from the cockroach family, but it's not a cockroach. They actually don't like to be in the house, but they eat leaves. And I had a bunch of leaves all out there from, because we have tons of trees. So, but they periodically will get into the house, but it's not like a regular cockroach. It's not like, but talk about freaking out. So yeah, so I've had those. Geez, it's like, every time I turn around, it seems like there's always something else going on with the animals. But anyway, so I was jogging, not yesterday, the day before, and everything are signs. So as I'm jogging, I saw this big bird fly into the tree right when I was passing by. And then the neighbor was out too, the person who owned the house. And I said, do you know what kind of bird that is? She goes, no. She goes, I've never seen that kind. She goes, it looks like a falcon. So I took a picture of it. And sure enough, it's a peregrine falcon. And apparently they're endangered, but I've never seen it before. So of course I looked up falcon, and that was a great message. That same night I am in bed, and it's like 4 or 5 in the morning. I hear this awful noise outside. I can't even describe it, but I'm going to try. Okay, you ready?
Yeah,
it's like,
please, because this is really good. So everybody listen up, but be prepared. Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So the noise went like this. It was like a, I can't even do it. So I'm laying in bed, and I was so tired because the girls were at like 3 in the morning. I just fallen back asleep, and I should have gotten up to see what it was, but it kept going on.
I think we need another sound. Go ahead. This is like where if we knew how to edit, we could do that. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. It went something like this.
This is a true story too. True story.
I'm thinking, should I wake up her head? I'm like, what is this out there? Oh my gosh, I think it is a zombie apocalypse, because I think it's a zombie outside my door. I swear, I've never heard anything like it. It wasn't a cat. It wasn't a dog. It wasn't an owl. I've never heard this sound before. So next morning, I could kick myself for not getting up and checking it, because I checked noises. I Googled screeching noises. And it was the very first thing that pulled up. It's a fox. It was a fox.
And you said it went on for a long time too. It wasn't
yeah. I know. Any normal person would have gotten up, but I was so flipping tired. I did not want to get up. I'm like, no, just be quiet out there, whatever it is. But anyway, so yeah, I mean, we hear coyotes, we hear all kinds of noises for periodically. So, but that was definitely unusual. My daughter said, Mom, somebody could have been getting killed out there and you didn't get up. I'm like, no, I knew it wasn't human. Like, you could tell it wasn't human, but it definitely was an animal. So the next day I looked up fox medicine. It's the coolest thing. Yeah, go ahead. What were you gonna say, Tree?
I'm going for a zombie.
It could have been. A zombie. I did not. Hang on. Let me Google what the metaphysical meaning of zombie means.
Yeah, you didn't get up to see it, so there's still that possibility. Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
There's a possibility about a lot, but as soon as I heard the male fox noise, I knew there. And apparently they make all these different noises, but the male when I knew it's exactly what it was. Yeah, I'll try to see if I can find it, but it was really cool. But the fox energy is
I'm so gonna, sorry, I'm so gonna have Maddie like cut that part and like do like a replay. Oh my gosh, that was the funniest thing, I swear. I almost peed my pants when you were doing that. Oh my God.
Yeah, she did laugh really hard the very first time because she didn't see it coming. She didn't know. So when I made that noise, yeah, she could not stop laughing. Yeah, that is a true story. But that's like what it sounds like. It's like nothing it doesn't even sound like this world. It's just the weirdest freaking noise. And it sounded like it was right outside my window. I mean, I'm pretty sure I heard this. Just
yeah, yeah. It was. It knows animals know you like them, so it was trying to come in, right?
I know. I'm telling you, I heard. And then
I think it was trying to mate with you. To be honest with you, I think it was trying to mate with you. I think it was trying to make that mating call for you.
Just, it's funny you should mention that because they are associated with sexuality and the Kundalini energy. I've learned so much about the fox. There's 3 pages of stuff from Ted Andrews, his book, which is right here, Animal Speak. Love it. This is my favorite. And then the other one is by Stephen Farmer, but I do love this one because he really breaks everything down. And even down to different, like what tribes used to use the fox medicine for and different medicines. So it's really cool. But they're known for being like the in-betweeners, just like the fairies. So they're associated with the fairy realm because they're basically nocturnal, but you can see them at dusk and dawn. That's when you can see them the most. But they are obviously, since they're nocturnal, they're out at night. But they're associated with magic. They're associated with shape-shifting. They're associated with Merlin. It was said that Merlin used fox energy to be able to camouflage himself and do different things, to be able to make himself appear invisible, because that's part of animal totem of the fox. They're associated with cats and dogs because of their eyes. They have very keen insight. Keen eyesight. That's funny, insight. So they're associated with clairaudience. So those who have fox animal with them, or fox animal totem, and you can call upon fox animal totem for all of this energy to be assimilated in you as well. They have very keen hearing and eyesight. So they're associated with the clairaudience and clairvoyance to be able to see auras. So if you want to see auras more or see spirit, you can actually call upon fox energy to help you to be able to see spirit as well. They're very stealthy. They're very charismatic. And in fact, they're so charismatic that that's how they get their prey. So they'll play, like they're very playful, and then something thinks that it's playing, so it attracts them, and then it pounces like that, like pounce, and gets its prey. So yeah, so they're very good if you want for reaching. What's that?
I think you used to be a fox in another lifetime. You did that like you had like experience.
I know, like it just pounced, and maybe that's it. Maybe that's how we get our prey, like this. Anyway, they're associated with feminine energy, so like goddess too. And it even said that at once they thought that like shape shifting into humans after a fox turned like 50, it would shape shift into a human. And so I know, but then it was destructive men, huh? To females.
Huh. That is fascinating.
That they turn into women. Yeah. And then they said, rumor has it, and I have to look up, I don't remember which tribe it was, but they would say, or who.
Now it's all making sense. I mean, now it all makes sense. Should be a warning. Did you talk to Brad about this? Did you?
No. Warning, fox energy. Just, stay far away. Fear, that's funny. So there's like so much to fox energy. And I don't know if I mentioned this, but they're like, they have cat energy because they're of the stealthiness, and also the dog energy for the way they run and the way they trot. So, which is funny because I like to jog. I don't like to run. I don't like to walk. I like to kind of trot. That's exactly how I like to, when I go running, I say running. but it's actually trotting. Yeah, it's really destructive. When they shapeshift into females, apparently, they were saying in the book that some hunters had thought they had, that their wives were women, but they were actually foxes, they were like real fox. So yeah, very interesting, isn't it?
Yeah, that is a lot out of the meaning of that, though, for all of us. What did you feel like the meaning was for you?
I felt it was a lot because I actually work with Merlin. I love Merlin because I feel, whenever I want to manifest, I work with Merlin to be able to help me manifest things. So for me, and because it's directly associated with Merlin, like I just feel I really resonate with that fox energy. So I'm sure one of my animal totems, but I'm going to start calling on fox energy more. The interesting thing too is there are 21 different types of foxes. 21's associated with the world card, which is like completion and getting things done and basically getting success. It's a success card. Trying to think if there's anything that I missed. Oh, they also teach you how to learn to control your aura and your energy field. Their hair is psychic energy because of the way their hair is. They have 2 different types of hair, underneath and the outer layer. So it serves as an antenna, which is really good for clairaudience if you want to be more intuitive and psychic, to call upon them. They're associated with energy. The hair and the fur is associated with energy and fertility. And they are known for tremendous stamina. That's part of the dog energy that they have. They can keep trotting and trotting and going and going and going, which is what, you always talk about with me, always wanting to go, 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 go. And they teach you how to, it's basically how to pace yourself to reach your goals too, that trot. So their stamina is like none other because they're not really fast. They can be if they want, but they do more of the trot and they're able to actually last a lot longer than any other animal. That's how they kind of, I guess, succeed. But they also can run up trees. So it's associated with the ability to move into new dimensions. How cool is that? And also to be able to call upon new resources instinctively. And we talked about the senses, excellent eyesight, in between, associated with the fairies and the elves, keen sense of smell. This makes sense. Now I know why they were outside my door. They are fascinated by unusual odors.
Now it's clear.
Now it's all clear. They're one partner, the monogamous and territorial. They're survivors. They're great hunters, but they're known for surviving. And we talked about being really charming. We talked about that. Attunement to the fox. You can learn its magic, and then any prize can fall to you. So that was really interesting. Yeah. It's been long, but today was squirrel. There was an interesting thing with squirrel, but we'll save that for another time because that's a long one.
Yeah, because as you were talking, I keep hearing that song, Magic. You can have anything your heart desires. Magic. And I don't know who sings that. I'm not sure. That's what I was looking for too, to see if I could get the song to play. Magic. That's a good song. Anyway, that must go to somebody too, so that might be why. I wanted to share something too because I keep seeing spiders, and I think we've talked about this before, but spiders, I do not like spiders. I don't save them. I'm so sorry, but I know you do, Tink, and you take them out.
I do.
Nope, I have a rule that if they're in my house, I'm so sorry, but they picked the wrong one. I know that they are they're prosperous. They actually are a symbol of abundance. So when I see them, I'm grateful for them and I thank them for their prosperity, but then sorry.
You did not just squash the spider. I'm sorry, but they're good. You know what they say about the spiders, just so you know, and any animal that you're afraid of, if you have arachnophobia, it's an actual totem that's with you, that's helping you, and it's helping you to overcome fears.
So sorry. You know what it is? I'll just tell you. One ate me in another lifetime. Okay, I was
No,
trapped.
it didn't.
And
No.
it ate me, and that's why I'm afraid of them. Okay, I know it did. I'm telling you. That was one of my lifetimes, and the thing came down with its big, scary, creepy legs and ate me. So I know it is about fear. Sorry, Tink. Go ahead. Finish your thing, because that is important. Actually, you're right.
No, yours is good. I love the spiders, but I'm just saying that no spider ate you in another life. Okay, they don't eat people. They don't. You've been watching too many horror films.
I was a small little critter, and the spider in my small little critter world, that spider was big, okay, and it was huge, and it ate me. I know it did.
Maybe, possibly, but it's for you to overcome that fear in this lifetime, to know that you can conquer anything, no matter how big and scary something may look to you. Yeah.
That was so funny. You were talking to me like I was a little kid.
Sometimes I have to do that. I have to talk to her like she's a kid. I do, but it's okay.
No matter how big and scary, you're brave. You just smushed the spider.
I was squashing your fears.
Oh, okay.
I was like the fox that pounced.
All right. That's a good point. Okay. So I looked this up. This is my handy little one that we take with us everywhere we go. The spirit animals. This is the pocket guide, the Stephen Farmer one.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to read a couple things out of here too. It is definitely about prosperity when you see spiders. It is an opportunity to access your deepest wisdom and assimilate that so it becomes a part of your daily living. Be aware of any potential traps that you're tempted to get involved in. It could also mean, rather than staying stuck in this apparent impasse, open your mind to the infinite number of possibilities that are before you, which I really like that, especially with what's going on right now.
Mm-hmm.
So because the spider, both of these, the fox and the spider that we're talking about, they're coming forward for you guys as messages. That's why we're sharing them too, because these messages have meaning for you. So it also can mean, don't limit yourself to the mundane world. Be willing to explore other dimensions and realities, which you just said something about that too, which is interesting. And then also, I love this. It's time to write creatively without limits of tradition or habit, allowing yourself to be inspired by nature. That's pretty cool, since that's what we're talking about.
Well, I think there's a message for you too, though, about writing and about even like the channeling with your meditations, because the first thing you mentioned with the spider that popped into my mind was creative writing, because they go back to the alphabet, is what they do.
What do you mean?
They're linked to the alphabet to write. That's why they're linked to writing. Somehow they're linked to like the alphabet, like to the written word or the alphabet.
I did not know that.
Yeah, so it's really about expressing yourself through words, and then that being associated with abundance. Just saying.
I know. Thank you. And it's so interesting, because the other day I was thinking about that, and I was thinking, my favorite thing to do, seriously, is writing. I love to write. I just love to write. And I had this idea too, which I have to share with you another time, but it was really cool. And it's a writing project. So I know. So we'll see how it goes. And when I can share it, I will. But that, seriously, I realized, I was like, oh my gosh, like that is my thing. My favorite creative outlet is to write. So
I love to write too. And actually, I know, and I'm working on Mom's book, which is interesting because we've had tons of spiders around here too. And my kids, they'll yell for me if I don't come right away, because they know I'll catch it and put it outside. If they don't come, then they just squish it. And they're like, I just killed it because you didn't come right away. I was like, oh.
Well, I've tried, like putting it in the jar, and then you come back to the jar and then it's gone. That is not okay with me. Nope. So
the prisoner escaped. Yeah. Well, sometimes I forget about them, and then they yell. My kids will yell at me, especially my daughter, the one who wants to be an environmentalist. and loves animals. She's like, Mom, you're torturing it by suffocating it to death. Whether if you had just smushed it, done. Like, I know. But
See, I am doing them a service.
I'm
so sorry.
Whatever makes you sleep at night, drink.
I know, and I sleep good, okay, because there's no spiders in my bed or in my room. Interestingly, too, when you were talking, and okay, so there's a couple things I wanted to add. Falcon came up in one of my cards after you just told me about that. I pulled a card, on my phone, and the what is it? The 9 of Pentacles.
Yes, that's a great card.
Well, there's a falcon on that card. So I was like, oh my gosh, so I meant to tell you that because that was another confirmation of that too. And then for whatever reason, when you were talking, I kept seeing a koala bear. I don't know if you have any connection with a koala bear or if this could go to somebody else too.
I pulled that card last night, koala bear.
No.
I swear I did. And the interesting thing, I do know someone who has a huge connection with koala bears. Renee, when we were growing up, she loved koala bears. So yeah.
So I was like, what? I kept seeing koala bear like behind you, I don't know why. So I just wanted to look it up. I'm not sure what the meaning, this must go to somebody. Watch your diet and make sure that it's primarily contains foods that are easily digestible. An emphasis on green vegetables, herbs, and herbal supplements. The next time you have a glass of water, before you drink it, say a prayer of gratitude for the gift of water you're about to imbibe. Interesting. And include a prayer for all the waters of the earth.
That I would not have associated that with koala bear, but I'm saying my prayer right now. Thank you, water, for nourishing this body and providing hydration and energy and vitality. Reiki it a little bit too.
No, seriously, that's fascinating. I don't think I've ever had koala come up before. No. And the fact that they're talking about water, it has to do with the planet. It has to do with our whole world. So sending healing energy and sending prayers to the water of our whole world. Wow, that's fascinating. Be aware of your emotions, yet remain somewhat detached from them and keep them contained. Practice a slow breathing meditation with music if you desire, twice a day for at least 10 minutes, and notice what it's like to be in deep relaxation. Explore your interest in shamanic arts and practices, and if you're inspired to do so, learn how to do a shamanic journey.
It's very cool because I have been meditating every day now, doing yoga again and working out, like doing all my routine stuff that I used to do before. I'm getting back into that routine, which that's a whole nother video. But it's interesting how with what's going on, most people are saying, like, this is the time of slowing down. This is the time of doing this. But I think it's different for every person. For me, that's not for me. But for what it is for me is I got me back. I got my routine back. I got focusing more on the stuff I need to get done first and doing that self-love and self-care. And then I still go. It's not me. It's not about me slowing down. I don't want to slow down. Mm-hmm. It's not. Yeah. So it's really about what works. What is it? It's really about you. So I guess my point is, don't let anyone tell you what you're supposed to be doing during this time. Do what you feel is right and really sit with that and think of what it is that you need to be doing.
I love that. And I think with that, we're gonna sign off and we'll do our next one. But I also wanted to say that too, that was very interesting because that is what I've been doing, is going for walks and doing yoga. And for the first time, I'm noticing that the yoga that I'm doing is actually helping my body. It used to actually like almost inflame me, but I'm finding relief from it finally. And it's really working and it's really helping. And I'm, like you said, I'm getting into that rhythm of doing those things that work for me and figuring out how to do, manage my day in a good way that feels good to me each day. And some days are different because I haven't been feeling good. So again, everybody, thank you for being patient too, because I was not feeling good over the weekend. So I was able to really rest which was very frustrating because I did not want to rest and I kept fighting with myself. Um, but that, like you just said too, it's listening to your body and really honoring what your needs are, and don't let anybody tell you differently. Do what feels right to you. Do what feels good to you. All right. Thank you, everybody. We will see you tomorrow.
Oh, and I do have my shirt Lindsay made for me. I believe I am magical. Isn't it ironic? We're talking about magic. I didn't even catch that. And then she put on the arm, I am in the flow.
Oh, I
Isn't that
love
cool? I know. Yeah, she can custom make shirts. So yes, very cool.
magic.
I found it and I downloaded it.
You did? Can you play a little to sign us off with it? Can we hear a little bit of it?
Everybody have a magical day and night filled with peace, love, and light and magic. Here we go.
Let's see if we can hear it. I don't know if it'll work, but we'll try.
You took my heart, I couldn't retrieve it. Said to myself, what's it all about? Now I know there can be no doubt. You can do anything. You can have anything that you desire. Magic. And you know you're the one who can put out the fire. You know darn well that you cast your spell. You get your way. When you hypnotize with your eyes, the heart of self turn to flame.
Yes.